Hi friends, I'm Sachin. Today we are going to see about Voluntary Provident Fund. As the name suggests, Voluntary Provident Fund is the voluntary contribution by employee towards the Provident Fund account over and above 12% contribution towards EPF, that is Employee Provident Fund. We all know that contribution of 12% of employee's salary, that is basic plus dearness allowance, should be contributed towards the EPF. Anything above to the 12% of basic plus DA is called Voluntary Provident Fund, in which the maximum contribution allowed under PF is up to 100% of the basic plus DA, where 12% is a mandatory contribution towards the EPF and remaining 88% can be contributed towards VPF account. And you must know that employers are under no obligation to match the additional contribution by the employee. Since the VPF scheme is an extension of EPF, any salaried employees who receives payment on a monthly basis in their salary account are eligible to invest in this scheme. Yes, here comes the benefit of VPF. As VPF falls under EEE category, that is exempt on contribution, exempt from the principal amount and the exempt on interest, makes it an excellent tax saving option. VPF is considered as safe investment option as the scheme is managed by the Government of India with fixed interest accrual. Hence, it is considered as a risk-free investment compared to the long-term investments offered by the other private players in the market, like fixed deposit. To open VPF account, an employee have to approach his HR, finance or admin department, whoever deals with EPFO in their organization, and advise them to raise a request for an additional contribution in the VPF through the prescribed form. Currently, the interest accrued at 8.5% per annum for the financial year 2021 under this scheme, and the contribution up to 1.5 lakhs per annum and the interest accrued is exempted from tax under section 80C, which results in the higher rate in a long term. The account can be easily transferred from one employer to another upon changing the jobs, just like EPF account. The fund allows partial withdrawals as loans with also the possibility of complete withdrawals. If the withdrawal happens before 5-year minimum tenure, the tax will be levied on the accumulated maturity amount. Once the employee resigns or retires from the employment, the final maturity amount is paid to him. At the time of untimely death of the account holder, the nominee can get the possession of the accumulated fund in the VPF account. The VPF fund is mainly popular as the accumulated money can be withdrawn at any given point of time. In case of unforeseen financial emergencies, one can always fall back to VPF account. The account can be broken for many reasons, which includes payment of medical bills of individuals and his kin, cost intensive events like higher education and marriage, payment for house construction or purchase of new land or a house. Before opting this scheme, you must know that once the contribution is chosen in VPF, the same cannot be terminated or discontinued before the base tenure of 5 years. I hope this video is helpful for you. If it is so, kindly like the video and comment your suggestions and requests in the comment section below. And shower your love by subscribing to my channel.